Hello everybody. I'm here to share with you the vinyl finds I recently got in last month in August. About August 7th, August 8th or so. Early mid-August, before mid-August at Jerry's Records in Pittsburgh. I happened to run into this while in Jerry's backstock. Coco from the inside. I had this on 8-track tape, but it got eaten up after fixing it somehow. Timothy B. Schmidt, who would later be in the Eagles, is in this group. It's him right there. Just saying on hits like I Can't Tell You Why. This needs maybe a little cleaning, but it's not too bad. So there's that one. And then I decided to get different variations and copies of one of my favorite bands. I couldn't locate it. I think one might have gotten given away, but when I was having a record giveaway of extra copies and ones I couldn't fit in my apartment after I cleaned out my storage unit. So lately I haven't been able to locate my album of my first copy. All to commemorate Just Seeing the Association, I got quite a few copies of their first album. So here's the earliest version of their first album, actually. You don't see this one too often. I don't see it too often either. It actually has the Singing Along Comes Mary. Most copies on Valiant will just have featuring Cherish and Along Comes Mary. So really what's odd about this is there's more songs in this. So it seems like this should maybe have been used for 45 RPM or something. But yeah, so this is a less common title. Of course, it's not perfect. But another reason you can tell this is first pressing. It has a black band on the bottom. It actually is blacked out. It says a division of 4-star television. It's actually to be able to read through on a 45. And it's blacked over. So this is like one of the earliest copies of the first album here on mono. This is what like more of a first pressing will look like. It'll have black on the bottom edge, and it'll say "and singing along comes Mary" will be at the bottom. So I got that copy of it with this variation. Yeah, Jules Alexander, Jules, Gary Alexander, and Jim Yester were both there, and I got to meet Jules a little bit and got his autograph. So there's the first album. That's that cover variation. Here is a slightly later pressing of their first album. Original press still in shrink. Look at that. So I got their first album still in shrink. This could probably use a little wiping off. Great album. If you haven't heard it, it's on YouTube. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, there's copies of this available. But yeah, it goes on eBay usually for not too much. This is another later pressing of their first album. Open but still in a shrink, which is really nice. And here's the another variation of their. Actually, this is variation 4, so this would be a second edition Warner Brothers pressing of their first album. So this is when Warner Brothers took over their contract and still issued their older albums. Printed in USA's here at the bottom edge corner, which usually isn't on the Valiant variants, the Valiant pressings. And then what I thought was interesting about this, I don't know why I'm a sucker for the W7 label, but very, very early, the earlier Warner Brothers pressings of this will have a gold label. And I had one of those, and hopefully I find it, but I actually got the W7, which a lot of their Warner Brothers albums were on this. I think there's some inside outs with the gold Warner Brothers label too, but yeah, in this variation of it on this green label. If I have enough copies of this, I can just play this as a rotating thing here. Different matrix numbers and that whole, like, there's like 4 sets of matrix numbers because they took over the old masters. That's funny. I don't know why the devil number is in there, but Warner Brothers didn't carry that over, thank goodness. I guess it's a master number. But yeah, there you go. There's Cherish on side 2. Haven't spun these yet, but I'm definitely familiar with the album. Like I said, my original couple copies from the early 90s. There's one of them hopefully somewhere. I get all these organized. Moving can be rough. Here's a copy of their second album, Renaissance by the Association. I had one copy I sent to a friend. I got 2 of them. Here it's actually a stereo pressing, like the one I used to have. Actually, the mono pressing I had, I sent off to my buddy, was minty, and I sent it to him, although it was in a stereo jacket. And this actually has some grayness to it. Not too many stereo copies of this in the back stock of Jerry's, but he has quite a few copies. I want to get me another minty. This one's pretty clean. Actually, I took one of the copies of this to the concert of theirs, and he, I Stop Your Motor sign. Jules also signed this, and I ended up giving it to the woman who was in attendance there. So she signed my other album cover, so I gave her the whole album record and all, actually. That's their second album. I got a copy of that from Jerry's. Let's see if I have a pad. Oh, it might be about it. That's it for the LPs. Now I got some 45s from Jerry's. Yep. Collecting the Association here, Cherish. Don't Blame It on Me on vinyl. On a vinyl pressing, and that division of 4-star television is blacked over. Figure out what record I could make that out of. Oh, a Subsidiary. Yeah, you can see it on there if you look at the right angle. Subsidiary of 4-star television. That was blacked out for some reason. The devil number's on the master number of that record too. That's weird. Okay. I doubt it's on this one. Hopefully it's 667. No record. So on Valiant, here's a promo, an actual promo, Looking Glass. Another different mix of it. One of the ones I like. No fair at all. These for like about, I think total, I think it gave me a break like $3-4, $3 to $3 a piece. Some of these are like really minty. Nice shit. They mostly all are actually. Here's a more recent one of the association, 1981 Dreamer. Same both sides on Electra. One side's mono, one side's stereo, mono stereo. So promo of Goodbye Columbus. They played this live too, and every time I passed Columbus, I made sure I played it. On I-71. So Under Branches. Goodbye Columbus. And then, last but not least, Jerry Butler. I was going past after I seen this nice. I love this VJ label, and it's pretty clean. Need a little bit of a wiping, a little bit scuffed up, and after plays through just nicely. This side really plays. Nobody Needs Your Love More Than I Do. Jerry Butler on VJ. Nice dirty 60s vinyl. And I Can't Stand to See You Cry. Great. I actually just played it. Very good record. And that is all. And have a great one. Thank you for watching this episode of Record Finds, episode number 526, Record Log. And I'll see you for the next one from the American Thrift Center finds from August too. Hope you're having a great Labor Day.